Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for November the 4th through November the 10th. If you're new, welcome. I really hope you like these readings and that you'll stick around and come back. And thank you for stopping by. And if you are returning, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your loyalty and love. So thank you. Thank you for coming back. And what else? These are general readings, guys. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't assume that everything I say here is applicable to you. Sometimes Spirit has a specific message for someone who really needs to hear it. So if you would like a more tailored, in-depth personal reading, please click on this link here, which will take you to my website and you can see all the different readings and kinds of readings that I offer. Now, what else? I have a Facebook group, guys, and I do a live feed every 2 weeks in that Facebook group. One for the full moon on one, it correlates with the full moon and the new moon. And we look at how that affects how you're receiving that in your chart. So whoever's, attends those live recordings within the group gets to look at their horoscope and how they're receiving the new moon or the full moon. And also I have tarot cards on hand for for questions. So we have a good time in that group. It's a private group, so you need to ask to join it. The link will be below in the show more section. All the links to the other videos, because this is for your sun, moon and rising, will be in the show more section below. Another way to support this channel is through Patreon, guys, and you can click on this link here to check out my Patreon page. It really helps me. You can either help, you don't have to. I'm just saying check it out and see if you want to. I post things there that I don't post anywhere else. I have a really exciting post coming up for that soon. Now, what else? Yes, these readings come in 3 sections. The intro, which is this, and the astrology report, and then the tarot reading. So I have the skip times to all those in the show more section below. Everything is below. Without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology report section of your reading. And we don't have a lot going on this week. We've got some minor aspects, but the ones that I picked out I think are kind of relevant. So on Tuesday, November the 5th, Mars squares Pluto, and it happens at 5:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this can be a motivating aspect, be it through fear, anger, frustration, or necessity. Things are brought to our attention, and we will have the energy and the stamina to address them and take the appropriate action. Listen, it's a perfect energy for sports. It's for pushing oneself to the limits. It's really good to burn off all aggressive and intensive energy, which we will feel on that day. On the dark side, it's kind of a predator energy, and on the light side, it's a protector. Whatever the case may be, this is it's like dabbling in danger, light or dark. It's like, it's one of those, it's like an energy that you rush to jump off the ledge without fear, total courageous and daring energy. It also kind of brings on a very high libido with a penchant for adventure and exploration. It's like, how far can we go? Now, on November the 8th at 12:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Sun is trine to Neptune. Almost at the same time, the Sun, just a little bit before, the Sun sextiles Saturn. And a bit later that day, Saturn sextiles Neptune. Now, this is a perfect cosmic soup with which to create something visionary, right? This is how you can channel this energy. It's It's brilliant for writing novels. It's for the visual arts. It's something that you can do, that whatever you love to create, artistry, anything like that. The sun is shining on Neptune, which is also receiving a lovely ray from Saturn, which will give the structure, right, and the discipline to carry out the necessary actions to manifest any creation that you wish to create. And I use that twice. Anyway, let's go to your tarot reading, shall we? Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your reading for November the 4th through November the 10th, the tarot card section of your reading. Mercury's retrograde, sorry. My communication is off. This is for Gemini. Gemini, what wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Gemini for the coming week of November the 4th through the 10th? 3 cards for Gemini, please. 3 cards for Gemini. 1, 2. 1 more card for Gemini, please. Oh, 3. It's interesting. Okay, now we're going to your clarifying cards, and I have been shuffling these for about 15 minutes. I go off into the zone when I'm shuffling. Just shuffle for ages. Okay. Please clarify. There it is. Oops, a daisy. Please clarify the and please clarify. There it is. Alrighty then, let's take a look at your card, shall we, Gemini? Okay, Gemini, the first card out for you is the 9 of Cups. Clarifying the 9 of Cups, just want to make sure, is the Fool. Then you have the 4 of Cups, clarified by the High Priestess. And then you have the 6 of Cups, clarified by the 10 of Cups. Excuse me, still got a little bit of a cough. So the first card out for you is the 9 of Cups. This is dreams, wishes and dreams come true. This is like somebody who is so happy with what they have, what they've accomplished, and how much they've, how much wealth they've accumulated, and they are feeling rich. So they are celebrating. And they're like throwing a party to celebrate. They're like, come and celebrate my success, right? They want everyone to see how well they've done. And this is wonderful. Yes, always, celebrate your success. But I would say with this, just don't stay at the party too long. Sometimes finances fluctuate. Even if you've got the same kind of income, some expenses might come up. So financials fluctuate, right? They ebb and flow. So this person is number 9. He's not quite at number 10, right? So he's number 9 right now. And he's celebrating on the promise that this is all going to work out forever. I've been there. I've made money and then thought I was going to make that for the rest of my life. And lo and behold, I didn't one day. So it can be a rude awakening. So one needs to be a little conservative with one's celebrations, just saying. And look, clarifying it is the Fool. And the Fool is it's the number 0 in the major arcana. So this is change. So there is change a coming. Look, he's like this can mean a leap of faith, right? It can mean taking a risk. I just want to check on my audio because Mercury is retrograde. I want to make sure it's on. So the Fool in this card is about to kind of walk off. He's not looking. He's about to walk off the cliff, and he's totally unbothered. He just has not been beaten up by life, so he just thinks everything's an adventure. He's like a child. Everything's so new and wondrous, and we're being, when the Fool comes in, you're being asked to have that adventurous and wondrous energy. But look, the dog in the bottom is like barking and trying to get his attention because he's walking over the cliff. He just thinks he's just the wind's going to carry him down, and hey, he's got so much faith, maybe it will. But I'm getting that you really have to kind of pay attention to what's going on and where you're walking. And yes, have that wondrous, incredible, exciting energy about you, because you're celebrating it's kind of a new journey into feeling financially secure and independent, if not secure, right? So this is new. It's new territory. It's exciting. But you still must be careful and pay attention to where you're going. Now, the next card you have is the Four of Cups, which indicates something you're up in your head thinking about what didn't work out. Now, you could be really, really successful, but you are focusing on the mistakes that you've made or how things didn't go to plan. Which really, if you step back and you look at the bigger picture, it doesn't matter because there's still success there. So, but you are intent on focusing, being in your head, basically. And in being in your head, and maybe you are regretting something, maybe you are berating yourself for making a mistake. Whatever this is, you are in your head and you are missing this huge gift, which is this big chalice that's being handed to you from the heavens. This can signify missed opportunities. And if you are not paying attention, so really think that you are being called to pay attention, Gemini, you might be off in your head. I mean, you're ruled by Mercury, right? Mercury retrograde is going to have you, second guess things. And Neptune is playing a role this week, so Neptune can take you on these journeys. But the important thing is to remember not to berate yourself. Don't criticize yourself. Try to be present. Try to be present. When you go off in your head, realize you're off in your head and come back into reality. This is the thing. Clarifying this is the High Priestess. And she is the gift of intuition and psychic ability. So you must trust your gut feeling this week. Whatever's telling you to do something or not to do it, don't second guess it. Just be in the moment. Do it. Feel that. Let your body be your guide, your inner guidance. Because when the High Priestess comes in, it means you've got the keys to the Akashic Records. You've got the keys to her wisdom, her knowledge, her spells, everything. So you have all this power. Don't waste it by being up in your head. Be present and really check in. Ask yourself that question. Wait, does this feel right? And you're going to get the feeling of whether it's right or wrong. You're going to know. And look, here you are, the Six of Cups in the past again. This is looking at the glass. This is looking at the past through rose-colored glasses, but it's kind of going to make you a little perhaps melancholy, And also it's the change of seasons. A lot of people are going through that right now. So, look, this could even have something to do with children. Perhaps you're focused on your children and it's a distraction in some way. It could be your childhood in the past. This usually means the past, and it usually means kind of your childhood. So maybe something is drawing you back in time. And that's okay to go back in time a little, but you can't stay there. You need to come back because you have the ultimate happy ending, darling. The 10 of Cups. That's happy families. It's being pure. It's being utterly contented. So at the beginning of the week, Gemini, you start with the 9 of Cups and eventually you get to the 10 of Cups. That's if you are focused and if you tune in to the High Priestess and you use your body as your guidance, you know, your gut feeling. Go with it. Don't second guess it. You know, when you kind of feel something and you go ahead and you do it anyway, and then it turns out to be, you know, crap, and you say, oh God, you know, I knew I shouldn't have done that. I got that feeling, but you went against it. Well, that can happen. So trust your gut feeling, Gemini. Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, neighbors, co-workers, social media, and comment. I answer every comment and I welcome feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all and I'll see you next week.